Hello rider, welcome bike news. Harley-Davidson just dropped the 2026 Panhead, a deliberate revival of the most romanticized big twin name in the catalog. Built for riders who want heritage without sacrificing modern reliability. This isn't a museum piece. It's a production motorcycle with classic bones, contemporary engineering, and enough attitude to make chrome relevant again. If you're expecting soft nostalgia, look elsewhere. The Panhead returns to be ridden hard. What Panhead means and why it matters. The original Panhead 1948-1965 earned its nickname from valve covers shaped like upside-down pans. It delivered oil-tight heads, smoother running than the knucklehead, and the silhouette that defined post-war American customs. Reusing the badge in 2026 is not cheap nostalgia. It's a promise. Iconic lines, pushrod V-twin thunder, and a frame that invites personalization. If the bike didn't carry that mechanical soul, the name would be pointless. Design, old-school lines. Tight execution form first. Deep fenders. A teardrop tank with script badging. Ribbed pan rocker boxes nodding to the original. And wire-spoke wheels that actually belong here. Proportions are disciplined. No cartoonish oversized tires or bloated plastics. Paint is rich, solid blacks, a deep blood red, and a cream teal two-tone with hand pinstripes. Metal feels like metal because it is. Brushed and polished surfaces replace fake textures. The stance says long highway, slow main street, and unapologetic presence. Engine and performance Harley keeps it honest with an air oil-cooled pushrod V-twin tuned for torque, not spec sheet bragging rights. Expect mid-range punch that yanks from 2000 RPM and keeps shoving through real-world speeds. Ride-by-wire throttle smooths the delivery, while a balanced crank and improved oiling keep heat and vibes in check. No, it won't outrev a sport bike, and it shouldn't. The Panhead's game is roll-on authority, low RPM character, and sound that reads as thunder, not white noise. Chassis, brakes, and rider steel backbone frame pairs with a conventional fork and hidden rear shocks to preserve the hardtail look without punishing your spine. Geometry targets stable, predictable steering, more highway ruler than backroad scalpel. Dual front discs with 4-piston calipers provide credible stopping power. A beefy rear rotor helps when the bike's loaded. Tires are sensibly sized, road feedback over fashion. If you want razors, buy razors. This is a Grand Tour knife with a classic handle. Tech that stays in its lane. Electronics exist to disappear. Cornering ABS, lean-sensitive traction control, and selectable ride modes keep ugly surprises rare, but the tuning never turns the bike sterile. A small round TFT hides inside an analog-style bezel. Speed, gear, fuel, temp, and nav prompts via phone integration. Cruise control is standard, because long miles are the point. No Christmas tree dashboards, no video game HUDs, just enough tech to ride farther, safer, and with less drama. Ergonomics and long-haul practicality, mid-forward pegs, a low-dished saddle, and a bar bend that relaxes your shoulders make the Panhead an all-day bike. Heat management matters. Deflectors and revised fin geometry move airflow around your legs instead of baking them. Optional quick-release screens and soft or hard bags convert it from bar hopper to short tourer in minutes. Two-up comfort is addressed with a supportive pillion and a solid grab strap. Your passenger isn't an afterthought. Customization that respects the base. If you're not going to customize, you missed the cultural point. The factory catalog includes fishtail slip-ons, mid-controls, solo and two-up saddles, tall and short bars, and period-correct mirrors and turn signals. The wiring harness is accessory-friendly, and the paint options welcome pinstripers. Crucially, the bike looks complete stock. Bolt-ons are seasoning, not camouflage. Do the work, but start from something worth showing. Variants, colors, and pricing logic. The standard Panhead arrives in solid paint with spoke wheels. A Special adds the two-tone, a machined wheel upgrade, and factory engine trim. A limited heritage package bundles the screen, bags, and white-wall tires. Pricing sits where it should, premium but not predatory. If you're hunting budget horsepower per dollar, you're shopping the wrong aisle. Here you're buying design integrity, metal quality, and an engine note that outlives trend cycles. Who should and shouldn't buy it if you want visceral character, honest materials, and a machine that invites you to slow down and actually ride. Buy it if you plan to wrench a little, clean chrome, and care about lines more than lap times. Skip it if you need peak spec density, razor handling or appliance-level anonymity. The Panhead rewards the committed, bores the impatient, and embarrasses posers. Now that filter is a feature, not a bug. Pros and cons at a glance. Pros: soulful V-twin torque, timeless silhouette, credible brakes, adult electronics, real customization headroom, long mile comfort. Cons: weight you'll feel at parking lot speeds, heat on brutal summer days, and performance that prioritizes feel over figures. None of these are surprises. They're trade-offs the platform embraces openly. Final verdict: the 2026 Panhead isn't pretending to be futuristic. It's a modern motorcycle, wearing the right history the right way, inviting riders to build a relationship instead of chasing quarterly trends. If you've been waiting for Milwaukee to bring back a legend without faking it, this is the one to test. Don't overthink it. Fire it, feel the idle settle, roll into third, and let the motor tell you why the name mattered then and still matters now.